listening to Dario Cueto scream ladder match for 22 minutes on YouTube. Now that's entertainment. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. Oh, man. This video is going to be doing a review of Lucha Underground number 7. Episode number 7, excuse me. I've been waiting for a week intensely for this episode, specifically for the main event of this show. We'll run through the results and some of the highlights of this episode. We start out the episode doing a little rerun of the past few episodes leading up to this big match. The feud between Prince Puma, Johnny Mundo, Big Rick, all being puppets in Dario Cueto's temple, and these segments are just great. Just the production of the show is incredible, and we finally see the briefcase with all the money hanging above the ring as the show starts, and we even get a segment. I don't remember exactly where it was in the show. If it was in the beginning, I think it was in the beginning, talking about stars, coming to see the show. They showed Machete, Danny Trejo, front row at Lucha Underground. That was pretty cool. The first match was King Cuerno versus a new guy we have not seen before on the show, Superfly. And I was assuming this was going to be a squash match, but it was pretty good. Superfly actually got some licks in. He did not do too bad, although King Cuerno certainly did win this one. We also had Drago looking on from up above, and King Cuerno made it quite obvious that he saw him up there. It's this feud between them is not over yet. We also had Chavo Guerrero versus Phoenix, and Pentagon Jr. came out with Chavo, and Sexy Star came out with Phoenix. And the most interesting part about this one, in my opinion, was the crowd was really split. Even though Chavo's done some horrible things, turning on Sexy Star and among others, they still love Chavo. They really do. So that was interesting to see. They didn't boo him as much as I thought they were going to. But this was a great match between Phoenix and Chavo. A ring veteran like Chavo and a newer guy like Phoenix. I don't know how old Phoenix is, but man, he moves like a young Rey Mysterio, totally. Chavo came away with this one, and this show had some interesting promo segments in between the matches. One was a new guy who's coming soon to the show, and I've seen him before, but I don't think I've seen his matches. I'm gonna have to do some research and check out and see how he is, how he works in the ring, who he's worked for. His name is, on the show his name is going to be Cage, but I think his full name is Brian Cage, I think, if I'm not mistaken. A big guy, but not tall. So similar build to what? Oh, we have a visitor. Come here. Say hi, Shadow. Shadow has to get in on the act again. Um, you want to come up here and sit down? Okay. We'll make some room for you. Gotta get in on the act. Go on. All right. Where were we? Brian Cage. Uh, silly Shadow. Yeah, Brian Cage is coming soon to Lucha Underground. This guy he's a really built guy. He's built like Biggie Langston built, built like a brick house. But they showed him doing stuff uh, like um, like backwards moonsaults off the top rope. It was like, wow. So that was impressive. Usually how would you say it, more muscular, the beefier guys don't do stuff like that. But so it'll be interesting. Like I said, I'll have to do some research, check out what this guy's all about. And yeah, I can't say anything negative about this show. So whatever they're gonna include as far as new people, every week they got some kind of new fresh face on the roster. So and the fact that they're doing a promo for this guy coming up, there's got to be something special about him. So that'll be great to see. The other promo they did was for Pentagon Jr. and saying how he went to Japan, learned from samurais and stuff like that, just to short and sweet, in a nutshell. But yeah, I love that they're doing this because they know that the product is new and fresh. They know that there's always new faces on there, and they're trying to, for lack of better words, educate the people on, that there's stories behind these people, and I just love that they're not just throwing everyone in the ring and okay, here's our product. No, they're everyone's got a story. It's great. It's fresh. Um, so that was cool. And then to get down to what everybody was dying to see on this episode this week, the three-way ladder match for $100,000 on a line hanging above the ring. Big Rick versus Johnny Mundo versus Prince Puma. And it's kind of started out how I thought it would, Mundo and Puma against Big Rick, trying to take care of the obvious big, um, the biggest obstacle in the ring. And everyone did great in this match. It was so entertaining. The spots reminded me of old ECW stuff. Reminded me of the old stuff that John Morrison used to do in ladder matches in the WWE. And I think the funniest part of this match was seeing Big Rick being scared he was obviously scared of heights, like myself, and was not comfortable climbing that ladder. So he had his boys helping him. Was that Cisco and Cortez, I believe? So they got involved in this match quite a bit as well. And then towards the end of the match, there was another guy that jumped in the ring, a masked individual, and tried taking out, keyword tried, taking out John Morrison, and was unsuccessful. He got his butt kicked. And I did not know who it was. At first, I thought it was Homicide joining these guys, which would have made sense to me. But no, I guess it's not Homicide. From doing a little bit of research after watching this show, it's a guy very similar to Homicide, a veteran in the ring, by the name of B-Boy. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in coming episodes on Lucha Underground, and probably joining Dario Cueto's group, if I had to take a guess. Yeah, one spot on here. Uh, Puma giving Mundo a cutter off the top of the ladder, and one thing this and that was a great spot, by the way. One thing this they do advertise that this show is TV 14. This is not like PG um, WWE where everything gets censored. There was at least 3 or 4 holy shit chants that went on throughout this show, and they were not censored, along with a few "This is awesome" chants. So yeah, that was refreshing to see. Honestly, it made what was going on in the ring. Not that there has to be cussing, but it just made how do I say this? It made what was going on in the ring seem very authentic with the audience. That the audience was really into it. I've heard people say that these people are just plants and they don't know anything about wrestling. Well, I would have to argue with that. The crowd seems authentic. They seem like the wrestling fans. If they weren't wrestling fans, they wouldn't be reacting the way they would. At least I don't think they would be. But yeah, they were in this match from start to finish, and how close the action got to the fans. I mean, it was right there. The tables were right next to the people in the front row, which was exciting to see. Obviously you don't want anybody to get hurt. Um, Ladders, smashing down right next to people. It was like the action is up close and personal as it gets. you know, with the exception of landing on the people in the front row, which I'm sure if that happened to Danny Trejo, he would just whip out his machete and you're done. But yeah, um, all in all, um, Johnny Mundo came out winning this one, and was just like I said, just great. If you have not seen a ladder match in a while, and I'm not talking about you know some boring PG ladder match from some other company in Connecticut, uh, do yourself a favor. Go find this. Find the Elray Network, or just wherever you can find it. Seriously, go watch it. I'm sure as popular as they've been promoting this match, it'll end up on YouTube within the next few days on Lucha Underground's YouTube channel. So watch for that. Go find it. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. So that's it for this one. Number 7's in the books. Um, Johnny Mundo's got the money, and Dario Guerrero at the end of the episode is going to end up with a black eye. So, but he got his key back. So, and what the keys is exactly to, I don't know. I think we're gonna find out. It's obviously something's under lock and key in Dario Guerrero's possession that we're gonna find out soon enough, I'm sure. So that's it for this one. Great episode. Go find it. Go check it out. I'll promote this as much as I can. I love this stuff. It's gritty. It's fresh. It's exciting. If this is the first time you're seeing a review like this, do yourself a favor. Go find the first 6 episodes and go check them out. You won't be disappointed. And can't wait for number 8. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.